Hello everybody. Welcome to another Anatomy and Physiology live stream. How's everyone doing? Hello. Thank you guys so much for being here today. Welcome everybody. Welcome. We're doing some anatomy and physiology today. We have some more tissue questions. We have some more skeletal, and then we have some cardiac cycle and cardiovascular system questions today. Happy Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Hopefully you guys have a fun weekend planned. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate it if you guys would give the live stream a like. The more that you guys do like and share the live stream, the more this gets it out to as many people as possible, and we can help as many people as possible in anatomy and physiology. But if you are new here and you're just joining, my name is Ollie. I go live multiple times a week teaching anatomy and physiology, giving you guys practice questions that your professors don't give you to make anatomy and physiology make sense. I am here to be Ollie, your anatomy and physiology guy. We'll get started here with the questions in just a moment or so. Once a couple more people join, I'll let a couple more people join in here just so as soon as they join, we can get started with the questions, and everyone's kind of starting at number one. But thank you guys so much for being here. One last introduction, then I will get started with the questions. Thank you all so much for being here. My name is Ollie. I go live multiple times a week teaching anatomy and physiology. Mainly we do practice questions here, or we do some other topics as well outside of anatomy and physiology, like pharmacology, biology, chemistry, medical terminology, pharmacology. I think I've mentioned that already. But next week, the live streams will be on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, all at 4:30 p.m. EST. It'll show up on my profile. You can register for it to get a notification. And then next Friday, same time as this time, 2:30 p.m. EST. If I have some extra time, I will go live more than this next week. But number one, let's go ahead and get started here. Which of the following is not a primary tissue type? A, B, C, or D? Yeah, we can do some endocrine system. We'll do some on Tuesday. Thank you guys so much for being here as well. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Thank you. I really appreciate it. These live streams are my favorite part of my day. I love getting to connect with you guys and hear from you guys as well. But we're on number one. The answer here is going to be endocrine. I realized one of you said that because it was the answer. But like I said, we'll be doing endocrine system a little bit on Tuesday as well. The four primary tissue types, now that we can move on. Number two, what are the four primary tissue types in the human body? And then I'll also give you guys a fun, very unique way to remember it. It's kind of the normal way, and then we'll give a little bit of an inappropriate way, because sometimes the more inappropriate things are, the more likely it is that you're going to remember it. That was always my fantastic way. No. Thank you, Angelica, for the roses. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys also. We're almost at 500 likes already. That is absolutely awesome. A and B are the same. So, no, epithelial and connective tissue are very different types of tissues. Oh, wait a sec. For number two. I think I did do that. Muscle, nervous, connective, epithelial. Yeah, they are the same. But it's B. I will fix that. I meant to put endocrine in here instead, I believe. Or one of these was supposed to be endocrine. But anyway, the four main types of tissues are epithelial, connective, muscular, and nervous tissue. A great way to remember that is every cat must nap. Epithelial, connective, muscular, and nervous. Or the inappropriate one was semen. A viewer actually in the audience actually recommended that one. Connective, muscular, epithelial, and nervous. Number three, we have a true or false question. Epithelial tissue is avascular but innervated. A, B, C, or D. Do I also do kinesiology? Yeah, we occasionally do that as well. I had my undergraduate degree in kinesiology and biomedical sciences. A, B, C, or D. I'm using the second generation iPad. So this is actually, I know some people put false, but this is true. It is avascular, meaning that it does not have blood vessels. So it has no blood vessels. However, it is innervated. It does get innervated by nerve endings. Despite being avascular, epithelial tissue does contain nerve endings, mainly to detect environmental changes like temperature, pressure, and pain. Number 4, which characteristic is typical of epithelial tissue? What is the characteristic that is typical? A, B, C, or D? Let me see. Someone said something. Currently in AP. Awesome. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here, guys. There's over 300 of you in here now. We're almost at 2,000 likes in the live stream. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys being here. It's so good to see you all. Thank you for the I Heart You. Thank you so much for the gifts, guys. Thank you for the likes. I really appreciate the likes. The more that you guys do like and share the live, the more this just gets this out to as many people as possible. We can help as many people as possible in anatomy and physiology, HESI, and whatever else that has anatomy and physiology on it that people are here for. But number 4, the answer is B. Cells are very closely packed with little extracellular space. Epithelial cells form very tightly packed layers with minimal extracellular matrix, which is opposites of connective tissue. Connective tissue can have a very abundant amount of extracellular matrix. Number 5, simple epithelium is going to differ from stratified epithelium in that what? A, B, C, or D? What is different about a simple epithelium? It's in the word, so these are very important to learn your terminology and histology and the tissue chapter for anatomy and physiology. Also, if you need some extra help and extra resources for A&P, I do have my notes whenever I was in the class. I got an A in the class, and I got 100% on my final. They're my handwritten notes. My profile has kind of like the previews of all that. Like I have a bunch of videos on it. They're on my website. You can tap my profile or use, if you have any questions about it, you can use Service Plus. If you have any questions about tutoring, I do one-on-one tutoring. I have notes. If you have any questions about the notes at all in general, you can message me there. Number 5, the answer is A. It is going to have a single layer of cells. Simple means one layer. Stratified means multiple layers. Meaning that's important because of the different types of functions that it would have. Simple would be simple one layer and being flat. Basically, is going to refer to simple. Let's say simple squamous epithelium. It'll be for diffusion. Stratified squamous epithelium is for your skin for protection. Moving on to the next page of questions here. Number 6, name the types of connective tissue, A, B, C, or D for this one. Welcome. There's over 400 of you in here now, 470. Holy crap. Welcome, guys. It's so nice to meet you guys. I'm Ollie. I go live multiple times a week teaching anatomy and physiology, giving you guys practice questions to make anatomy and physiology finally make sense, giving you the questions that your professors don't normally give you and the practice your professors don't give you. I'll be live next week, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, all at 4:30 p.m., and then Friday, the same time as today, 2:30 p.m. This is all Eastern Standard Time. On my profile, it will say like live events scheduled, and you can register to get a notification when I do go live. But number 6, the types of connective tissue is A, we have our loose, dense, cartilage, bone, blood, and adipose tissue. All of these are types. These are all of the connective tissue types. All of them are going to differ in their structure, their matrix composition, as well as their function. Speaking of, let's moving on to a specific type of function here. Number 7, what is the primary function of adipose tissue? A, B, C, or D for this one? What do you guys think? A, B, C, or D? Thank you. Yeah, thank you guys for being here. Seriously, I love doing this. Like I mentioned, you can use Service Plus. If I missed your question today, please feel free to reach out if you have any video requests or anything like that. Every Monday, I do A&P 1. Every Tuesday, I do all of A&P 2. The rest of the week is kind of a mix of A&P 1 and A&P 2. Based on what you guys have been mentioning, you guys have been struggling with the most. But if you're new here, my name is Ollie. I have a master's degree in molecular medicine, and I've been tutoring anatomy and physiology for 5.5 years now, and I go live multiple times a week. Number 7, the answer is B. It is energy storage and insulation. The reason being, adipose tissue is where your fat or lipids are going to be stored. Lipids essentially function for energy storage and long-term energy storage, and insulation as fat has insulating properties for your body. Number 8, blood is considered connective tissue because why? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D. But for collagen, this is going to be connective. This would be your fibroblasts. This would be signal transmission is going to be for nervous tissue. Transporting oxygen is blood. For environmental science, I know. I don't have too much experience in the environmental sciences, I would suppose. We do biology and chemistry here, but I guess it would depend on what type of environmental chemistry. Biology. Number 8, blood is considered a connective tissue type because it is C. The answer is C. It has cells suspended in extracellular matrix, which is our plasma. Basically, connective tissue is defined by having cells in a matrix. In terms of blood, plasma is our extracellular matrix, and these cells are in that. Number 9, components of the extracellular matrix include what? A, B, C, or D for this one? Thank you so much, kids, for the year awesomes. I really appreciate it. It's good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. Thank you guys so much for being here on a Friday of all days. I hope you guys are going to have a fantastic weekend ahead of you. But welcome. We're on number 9 now if you're just following along. You guys are absolutely crushing the likes. We're almost at 7,000. That's insane, guys. Number 9, the answer is B. It is protein, fibers, and ground substance. The extracellular matrix is made of structural proteins, which is going to be our collagen plus our elastin, and then our ground substance, which is that gel-like material which is filled with proteoglycans and glycoproteins. Number 10, the dense regular connective tissue is different from dense irregular connective tissue because of why? A, B, C, or D. This is super important for structure and function. Super important. A, B, C, or D for number 10. What do you guys think for this one? A, B, C, or D? I'll give you guys a moment to answer it. Thank you guys. We're at 7.5 thousand likes already. That's insane. That is insane. Also, if you need some extra help, I have more resources on my website that you can download. You can tap on my profile to see how to get that. Or if you have any questions about my website in general, you can send me a DM via Service Plus. This is exactly how you do it. If you have any questions about one-on-one tutoring, I have all my availability on my website as well. Number 10, the answer is B. Dense regular is parallel. So they kind of look like, so this is basically what it looks like here. Dense irregular are random. So dense regular fibers are parallel, meaning they run pretty uniformly. Again, this is our regular. And then our irregular, they kind of go all over the place. When you look at them on a histology slide, I don't have the histology slide in the live stream because for whatever reason it flags it. But this is what it's going to kind of look like. Moving on to number 11, the functions of the cartilage are going to include what? A, B, C, or D for this one. What do you guys think? A, B, C, or D? Thank you guys so much for the follows as well. It's so lovely to meet you all. Thank you so much. This worksheet I do give out to my TikTok subscription community. You can tap on my profile and then you click on subscription. And then once you join, just send me a DM. Then you will get the blank test and then you get the answer key at the end after every single live stream. I go live at least 4 times a week. I will be live Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, all at 4:30 p.m. EST. And then next Friday, same time today, 2:30 p.m. EST. Number 11, thank you guys so much for the gifts as well. Thank you. Number 11, the answer is A. It's going to be our support, cushioning, and shock absorption. Cartilage provides very flexible support, and it's going to absorb a lot of the mechanical stress that your muscles and bones put on your body. Number 12, the true or false. Hyaline cartilage is the most flexible type of cartilage. Is this true or false? Which one is this the most? True or false? What do you guys think of this? Also, we're 8.4 thousand likes. That's insane, guys. Oh my gosh. We're almost at 10,000 likes. That'd be insane. This is false. The most flexible type of cartilage is our elastic cartilage. For example, in your ear, you have a lot of has a lot of elasticity. When you yank on your little earlobe, if you do have an earlobe, if you yank on it and let it go, it goes back into shape, basically giving a lot of flexibility. The elastic cartilage is what's going to allow for a lot of that elasticity, like I mentioned. Number 13, bone tissue functions to do what? What is that going to be? What is that going to be? A, B, C, or D? But hyaline cartilage, it would be more considered a firm. It's not very flexible. Yeah, a little, but it's more so meant to be firm. Number 13, the answer is D. It is going to support our body, protect our body, function in movement, and then mineral storage with our calcium phosphate. Number 14, the types of muscle tissue are what? Which I think there was actually let me get rid of that one because there was a repeat. I'll fix that before I send this out. But there was a repeat here. It's skeletal, cardiac, and smooth. Number 15, how does skeletal muscle differ from cardiac and smooth muscle? What about it is different? A, B, C, or D? Which one is different about this? Also, thank you. There's over 400 of you in here now. Welcome in, everybody. My name is Ollie. I go live at least 4 times a week, multiple times a week, covering anatomy and physiology. Which I'm currently going perfect. Yeah, I try to match up the chapters with what people are going over in parts of the semester. But every Monday is all of A&P1, and every Tuesday is all of A&P2. And then you guys send me a lot of DMs about what you're struggling with and what you're currently on. Normally, I go through my DMs first thing in the morning, the rest of the week, and then I kind of put together what the majority of people are struggling with. But if you need something that's more personal and individualized, that's what one-on-one tutoring is for. So all this, I love doing these live streams. I like try to make this as accessible as possible and whatnot. But number 15, and then I'll answer some more questions. Number 15, how does it differ? The answer is B. Skeletal muscle is voluntary and striated. So in a sense, it's also striated from cardiac, but it is voluntary. Cardiac and smooth are involuntary. Number 16, true or false? The functional unit of skeletal muscle is the sarcomere. Is that true or false? A, B, C, or D. And how do you get these questions? I give these out to my subscription community here on TikTok. It's our little community. You go to you tap on my profile, and then it'll say like the little star, and it'll be subscription. Once you join, you send me a DM and let me know. Your name pops up for me, so you just send me a DM, and then you get the blank copy of this and the answer key at the end to print out and practice on your own. Or I also post them on YouTube, the replays after a while. You can tap on my profile for that as well. And I also have anatomy and physiology notes from whenever I was in the class. So the exact notes that I had, they are very condensed, very to the point. They're my handwritten. They're exactly what I use. I got an A in the class, 100% on my final exams. The answer to number 16 is going to be true. What a sarcomere is, sarcomeres are repeating units, so giving that striated appearance there, and skeletal muscle, of repeating units of myosin and actin filaments that are responsible for contraction. All right. Number 17, which of the following is not a type of neuroglia? A, B, C, or D. What type of these are? We're going into some of the nervous system cells now. Which of the following is not a type? A, B, C, or D. Take my teasing an hour. Good luck. If we get some good lucks in the chat for Celine. Awesome. Good luck. Also, just hit 10,000 likes on today's live. That is insane. Yes, this is Anatomy and Physiology 1, although we have some cardiac stuff later in the live stream today as well. Number 17, the answer is C. It's erythrocytes. Erythrocytes are red blood cells. They're unrelated to nervous tissue. Astrocytes, oligodendrocytes, and microglia are all going to support neurons. Neuroglia are cells that support neurons. Astrocytes, oligodendrocytes, and microglia are all those. Number 18, epithelial membranes include what? A, B, C, or D? I make these questions myself. Basically, what I do is I go through my DMs every morning, and I will go through and I will I have a little notebook, and I'll write down what people say they're struggling with, and then I'll take that and I'll make questions based on that. So the questions do come from a lot of you guys. This is very suggestive. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you guys being here and all the suggestions and whatnot. Number 18, the answer is B. It is mucus, serous, and the cutaneous membranes. These are the membranes made up of epithelial tissue, plus a little bit of underlying connective tissue. Number 19, tissue repair regeneration results in what? Results in what? What are we trying to accomplish? A, B, C, or D? Also, thank you guys for 11,000 likes already. That is insane. The answer is D. Tissue regeneration. Essentially, we're going to replace damaged tissue with new tissue type. Number 20. We have a true or false question now. The structure of tissue is closely related to its function. This type of question is what I really deem is important when you're trying to learn things backwards. Hear me out here. I'm going to answer the question. The answer is true, yes. Structure is always closely related to its function. Function is very reliant on structure, and structure is reliant on function. Why is this important? Well, when you think of the cell types, think of simple squamous epithelium. It is thin and it is flat, perfect for diffusion of gases. If it wasn't as thin, it would be very hard for you to diffuse gases in gas exchange. It'd make it a lot harder to breathe. Skin being stratified, having multiple layers, is for protection, which is why sometimes I know a lot of professors will give you the tissue types, and then you kind of learn what that tissue type is function, and you'll learn where you see it. I definitely think in a way it's very helpful to learn it backwards. So to go to the tissue type, learn where it is, and then go over its function, because it's like, oh, well, this is, I know in the lungs that we have gas exchange, respiration. What type of structure is going to be beneficial in gas exchange? It's going to be something that allows the gases to diffuse across a membrane easily. So that's my spiel on that. But hopefully, again, that's a great way to study if you are one of the people who really struggle to get tissues down. Number 21, functions of the skeletal system are going to include what? A, B, C, or D? We're going to move into some of the skeletal system chapter right now. This is chapters 6 through 8 on my website, what we just went over with these questions. These were all the questions here are from chapter 4 of my notes. This is mainly chapter 6 of my notes, so we're about to all go through, because this is mainly reliant on the tissue and organization chapter. Number 21, the functions are going to include a support, movement, protection, blood cell production, and mineral storage. Yes, this is great for radiology techs, absolutely. If you have anatomy and physiology, anybody who has anatomy and physiology, this is perfect for you. At number 22, compact bone differs from spongy bone in that what? A, B, C, or D for this one. What do you guys think? Also, if you need some extra resources and need some extra help, I do have anatomy and physiology notes on my website. They will save you hours of time. You can tap on my profile for that, or if you have any questions about it, you can message me via Service Plus. This is how you do it. And then I also give out this. I saw someone ask if you can get this test. What I do is, so the blank version and the answer key at the end for you to print out and practice on your own, I give out to our TikTok sub-community. How you doing that is you tap on my profile, you go to the star thing that has the subscription, you click on it. Once you join, to send me a DM, and then you'll get the test after every single live. Number 22, the answer is B. Compact bone is dense and solid. Spongy bone is porous. Compact bone is going to form the outer layer. Spongy bone has tuberculae. It makes spaces. Spongy is going to make room for our marrow. Number 23, osteoblasts are cells that what? What is the function of osteoblasts in the skeletal system tissue? A, B, C, or D for this one? What do you guys think? A, B, C, or D? Also, thank you. We're almost at 12,000 likes. Good day, Ollie. Hey, Always Geeky. Good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. Number 23. We're on number 23 now if you're just following along. The answer is A. It is to form new bone. Osteoblast synthesize bone matrix. Number 24, this is going to bring us to number 24. True or false, osteoclasts break down bone tissue. A, B, C, or D. Thank you so much for the rose user. I really appreciate you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I also really appreciate all the likes on the live stream. We're almost at 12,000. That means synthesize. Yes, absolutely, yes. But thank you guys. We're almost at 12,000 likes. The more that you guys do like and share the live, the more this gets it out to as many people as possible. We can help as many people as possible in anatomy and physiology. And if you're new and you don't really know what we do here, I'm Ollie. I go live multiple times a week teaching anatomy and physiology, giving you guys the practice questions that your professors don't give you to make anatomy and physiology finally make sense. My credibility, I have a master's degree in molecular medicine, and I've been tutoring A&P for about 5.5 years now. Thank you all so much. We just hit 12,000. That's fantastic. Thank you, guys. The answer is true here. Osteoblast means to build, so we synthesize new bone. Osteoclast, I always think of chew. When you chew something, you break it down. Someone actually yesterday mentioned chip away. It's also a great one. Number 25. Intramembranous ossification occurs in where? A, B, C, or D? I remember this from my cadaver in PT school 30 years ago. Cool class. Awesome. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome. We're almost at 13,000 likes already. That is insane, guys. Number 25, the answer is B. It is the flat bones of the skull. Intramembranous ossification forms flat bones, like the ones in your skull, from mesenchymal tissue. Number 26, epiphyseal plate is responsible for what? What is the epiphyseal plate responsible for? A, B, C, or D for this one? What do you guys think? Trying to get into PA school. That's awesome. Good luck trying to get into PA school. That is awesome. That's absolutely fantastic. Good luck. Number 26, the answer is D. It is the lengthwise growth of long bones. The growth plate allows for the elongation, so the lengthening of bones during childhood and adolescence. Number 27, true or false, exercise increases bone density. Is this true or false? A, B, C, or D? I'm sorry, not A, B, C, or D. True or false? I'm so used to saying A, B, C, or D. True or false? The answer is true. What happens is when you exercise, the adaptation that's going to occur is your osteoblast synthesizing new bone increases, strengthening your bones in response to the mechanical stress of exercise. Number 28, parathyroid hormone affects bones by what? A, B, C, or D? Like I also mentioned, I do have anatomy and physiology notes on my website. You can tap on my profile if you would like to get those. Number 28, the answer is, I'll give you guys a moment to answer. Number 28. The answer is B. It is increasing blood calcium by stimulating osteoclast. When you break down bone, you release calcium into the blood. This is in response to parathyroid hormone is released in response to low blood calcium in the blood. Decreasing blood calcium would be by stimulating osteoblast activity, and that is done by number 29. Calcitonin influences bone by what? A, B, C, or D? How does calcitonin influence bone by? Decreasing blood calcium will be done by calcitonin, and how does it do that? So it is inhibiting osteoclast activity. Calcitonin will lower our blood calcium by preventing bone reabsorption and also at the same time increasing osteoblasts, forming new bone. When you form a new bone, you're going to take the calcium from the blood and integrate it into building new bone matrix. Number 30, osteoporosis is caused by what? A, B, C, or D? Osteoporosis is caused by what? A, B, C, or D? Also, we're at 13,000 likes. Thank you guys so much. Yes, you're on this chapter now. Awesome. That's so awesome. Thanks for sharing. I'm so glad that you're on this chapter now for going over it, especially. This is very helpful then. But number 30, the answer is A. It is low bone mass and deterioration of bone tissue. Osteoporosis is going to weaken your bone, making it more fragile, and when it becomes more fragile, it is way more likely to fracture. Number 31, true or false, a compound fracture is going to penetrate the skin. Is this true or false? What do you guys think? Is this true or false? Number 32, when we move on to number 32, 32 is, it'll be the answer that's there. Also, it's among the following there. Read the question. Number 31, the answer is true. A compound factor is going to penetrate the skin. So a compound or an open one fracture is going to break through the skin. The issue with it being breaking through the skin is we have a very increased risk of infection. In contrast, we have simple or closed. And it does not break the skin. Number 32, what type of fracture is most common in children among the following here? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think? A, B, C, or D? The answer is C. We have our green stick fractures. Children's bones are a lot more flexible. So essentially a green stick fracture is going to occur when the bone bends and partially breaks. It's very similar to a green twig is where this name comes from. Number 33, these stages of bone fracture healing include what? A, B, C, or D? Also, my anatomy and physiology notes, they are on my website. You can tap on my profile to see how you can get those if you need some extra help in anatomy and physiology. But welcome in, everybody. We're going to move on to number 33 now. Also, thank you. There's over 300 of you here now. We're almost at 14,000 likes. That's insane. Number 33, the answer is A. It is hematoma formation, fibrocartilaginous callus, bony callus, and bone remodeling. Healing begins with a hematoma, so a blood clot, followed by fibrocartilage formation, then bone formation, and then finally remodeling, essentially to restore its normal shape. Number 34, stress fractures are common in what? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D. Who are they most common in? A, B, C, or D? Answer is B. It is athletes and military recruits, mainly because of the repeated low-level trauma from activity, essentially causing small cracks in our bone. Number 35, ligaments connect what? So we have ligaments and tendons. We'll talk about it. I have a very funny way of remembering this one that was actually given to us by an audience member. But number 35, what do you guys think this one is? A, B, C, or D? Well, the answer is A. And the best way to remember this is BBL. Bone to bone is ligament. Which now, number 36, tendons are going to connect what? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D for number 36. What do you guys think? The answer is B. It's muscle to bone. Tendons transmit the force of muscle contraction into bones to produce movement. Number 37, true or false? Long bones include the femur and the humerus. A true or false? What do we think for that one? For number 37. Also, like I mentioned, I do have my anatomy and physiology notes on my website. You can tap on my profile to see how you can download those. The answer is true. The answer is true. Long bones are longer than they are wide, and the femur, which is in your thigh, and your humerus, which is in your arm radius, and the tibia are also examples as well. Number 38, synovial joints include all except what? A, B, C, or D for this one. What do you guys think? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think? They include all except what? Almost at 15,000 likes. Thank you guys so much for being here, by the way. I really appreciate it. Welcome, everybody. If you're new here, my name is Ollie. I go live multiple times a week teaching anatomy and physiology, giving you guys the practice questions that your professors are not giving you. I am here to make anatomy and physiology finally make sense, make it easy for you, and have some fun along the way. And also make a positive and supportive environment. Number 38, the answer is suture. Sutures are fibrous joints in the skull, and they are immovable. Synovial joints, such as the following here with hinge, ball and socket, and pivot, are the exact opposite. They are freely movable. Ball and socket has our largest range of motion. Number 39, true or false? Ligaments are more flexible than tendons. Is this true or false? Is this true or false? We're almost at 15,000 likes. Thank you guys so much for all the likes. I really appreciate it. The more you guys do like and share the live, the more this gets it out to as many people as possible. We can help as many people as possible in anatomy and physiology. The answer here is actually false. Tendons are more flexible and they are more elastic than ligaments. Ligaments are strong, but they are relatively inelastic, mainly to function to stabilize your joints. Number 40, calcium and vitamin D are important for fracture healing because they what? A, B, C, or D? Fracture healing. So again, calcium and vitamin D are important for fracture healing because they what? A, B, C, or D? What do we think for this one? For number 40, the answer is B. They're going to promote bone mineralization. So calcium provides the mineral component of bone. Vitamin D enhances calcium absorption for proper bone formation. Number 41. So now we're moving into some of the cardiac system. Number 41. The main components of the heart involved in the cardiac cycle include what? A, B, C, or D. Like I mentioned, so we just finished our ANP1 material. A lot of people were asking about ANP2 and some of the heart stuff and cardiac cycle. So that's what I'm moving into. In case you're not interested in learning about that and we're done with tissues and bones and whatnot, I'll be live next week while you guys answer number 41. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, these are all going to be at 4:30 p.m. EST. Friday will be at 2:30 p.m. EST. And then on my profile, if you tap on my profile, it'll say on there, like live event scheduled, and it should have your time zone. But anyway, we're going to move on to some heart stuff. So in case you weren't interested. But also, all of my notes are on my website. This is my schedule for next week. So moving on, the answer here is going to be A. It's going to be the atria, the ventral, the ventricles, the valves, and the conduction system. These structures all coordinate contraction, blood flow, and the timing as well during the cardiac cycle. Number 42, true or false? Systole is the phase of contraction. True or false? Is this true or false? What do you guys think for this one? True or false? Also, thank you guys. We're almost at 16,000 likes already. That is insane. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. The answer is true. Systole is for contraction. Diastole is for relaxation. Number 43, the sinoatrial node, the SA node is located where? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D for this one. What do you guys think? Also, we just hit 16,000 likes, 16.1 thousand likes. That is insane, guys. The answer is B. It is the right atrium. It is in the right. So again, this is going to initiate impulses in a right atrium. Moving on to the next page of questions. Number 44, the AV node functions to what? So the SA node is the natural pacemaker of the heart to generate the electrical impulse. Now we get to the AV node. That's the next phase in our conduction system. What does it do? What does it function to do? It's super important. It is very important that this occurs. The answer is A. It is going to delay the impulse to allow atrial contraction. So basically, the AV node is going to allow for atrial contraction. This ensures that the ventricles fill up completely before contracting, before it gets into the lungs and then out to the rest of the body. Super important. Number 45, true or false? The P wave is going to represent atrial depolarization. Is this true or false? True or false? A and B2 is so hard. I know A and B2 is definitely very hard. You just took this exam. Oh my goodness. Hopefully it went well. Caroline, hi, I only passed my second HESI with a 90%. Oh my gosh. Your tips and tricks literally saved my life. That's awesome, Carolina. That is awesome. If we could get some congratulations for Carolina in the chat, that would be awesome. Seriously, that is awesome. You've been here for quite a while. I know, at least almost I would say since the summertime. I know you've been in live streams and working. I know for a fact that you've been working hard for months. So it's obviously has paid off. So good. That is awesome. I know everyone in the chat. I know, especially if you're in the live streams a lot. I do try to remember your name. Yeah, I do try to remember your name if you're in the live streams a lot. It's awesome to see when you guys come in here like this and say you've done well. And stuff. So I definitely like to try and give people credit when I know they've been in the live streams and they've been working hard. And Carolina is one of those people. So thank you so much. But number 45, the answer is true. The P wave is going to represent atrial depolarization. The P wave represents the electrical activity spreading through the atria before contraction. Number 46, ventricular systole occurs during which ECG event? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think for this one? BG said I start the LPN program next month. That's awesome. Good luck next month. Lodi said I start RN program in January. Good luck, Lodi444. Good luck, good luck. You were here yesterday, passed my T's this morning in 2 hours. Thank you, sir. Awesome, thank you. Winky face username. Thank you so much. Congratulations. If we get a congratulations, it's so awesome that you were here yesterday. Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Good luck. Yeah, good luck and congratulations to everybody. But number 46, the answer is B. It is going to be the QRS complex. The QRS complex represents ventricular depolarization. Ventricular depolarization is the contraction of the ventricles. Again, because we talked about systole means contraction, which was in here. Systole, contraction, true. Ventricular systole, referring to contraction. Number 47, isovolumetric contraction refers to what? What is that going to refer to? A, B, C, or D for this one? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? We're also almost at 20,000 likes. That is insane. Thank you guys so much for all the likes today. That is incredible. Thank you all so much. Number 47, the answer is A. The ventricles contract with no volume change, essentially. So during early systole, ventricles contract with closed valves. What happens there is it essentially builds pressure without ejecting the blood. Number 48, cardiac output is calculated as what? What is that calculated as? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think? We just hit 20,000. Let's go. 20,000 likes is insane. Thank you all so much. Number 48, the answer is B. Cardiac output, the equation is cardiac output is heart rate times your stroke volume. Cardiac output is going to measure the blood pumped per minute. And that depends on the beats per minute, as well as the blood volume per beat. Number 49, we have a true or false question. The Frank-Starling law is going to state that the increased preload is going to stretch the ventricles, increasing stroke volume. Is this true or false? True or false? So let's start with the chem portion. It's so confusing. Is this for anatomy and physiology? In terms of chemistry, we're also at 21,000 likes. That is insane. I do have some videos on my profile about chemistry for A and P. I'm definitely following and watch these before my other exams. Thank you for the help. Thank you, Ari. Thank you for being here. Yes, we'll definitely be going live. I go live multiple times a week, so we'll be here to help you for your exams. Absolutely. The answer is true for number 49. So a greater filling, which is preload, is going to stretch the cardiac fibers. That enhances contraction strength, thus our stroke volume. Number 50, preload refers to what? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? Number 50. Also, like I mentioned, I do have anatomy and physiology notes on my website. You can tap on my profile if you have any questions about that. If you want to see how you can get those, you just tap on my profile or use Service Plus. I also do one-on-one tutoring as well. Number 50, though, the answer is B. It's our end diastolic volume stretching the ventricles. Preload is the initial stretch of the ventricles before contraction. Basically, it's going to get determined by the blood volume at the end of diastole. Number 51, afterload is defined as what? A, B, C, or D for this one? What do you guys think? Nope, I'm not doing anything for the T's. So I do my HESI and T's on Mondays. So I do A and P. A and P1 on Monday. A and P2 on Tuesday. But I'll be live next week, Monday and Tuesday. And then Thursday and Friday. Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday are all at 4:30 p.m. EST, and then Friday is 2:30 p.m. EST. So again, I'll be doing my HESI and T's on Mondays and Tuesdays. Number 51, the answer is A. It is the resistance ventricles must overcome to eject the blood. Afterload reflects the systemic vascular resistance and pressure against which the heart must pump. Number 52, the AV valves differ from the semilunar valves in that what? A, B, C, or D for this one for number 52. Thank you guys so much for the follows as well today. I appreciate it. It's nice to meet you guys. I'm Ollie. I'll be going live multiple times a week, teaching anatomy and physiology. The answer is A. AV valves prevent backflow into the atria. Semilunar are going to prevent backflow into the ventricles. Number 53, the autonomic nervous system regulates heart rate. Is that true or false? A taste of my drink. Awesome, 24,000 likes. That's insane. The answer here is true. Both parasympathetic and sympathetic branches will adjust heart rate in response to the body's needs, essentially. Number 54, atrial systole is going to contribute to what? What is that going to contribute to? Answer is B. It is a small kick to complete ventricular filling. Atrial contraction adds a very small extra volume, essentially to optimize our ventricular filling. Moving on to the last page here, or second to last page. Number 55, the phases of the ventricular filling include all except what? A, B, C, or D. Also, my anatomy and physiology notes are on my website. You can tap on my profile to see how to get those, or you message me via Service Plus. This is how you can send me a message if you have any questions about one-on-one tutoring. I try to make these live streams tailored to everybody, but if you need personalized stuff, that's what one-on-one is for. That's how you can reach out to me if you have any questions or suggestions for the live streams. But every Monday, all of ANP1. Every Tuesday, all of ANP2. Number 55, the answer is D. It is ventricular ejection. Ventricular filling occurs during rapid filling. Diastasis, which is slow filling, and atrial systole ejection is a separate phase, essentially. Number 56, we have a true or false question. An increase in blood pressure can slow the heart rate via the baroreceptors. This is true or false? How many questions are covered in a day? I do 60, and I go live at least 4 times a week. So 4 tests of 60 questions. But this is true. Baroreceptors are going to detect, basically they are going to detect blood pressure, and they're going to trigger parasympathetic activity, essentially to reduce heart rate. Number 57, the T wave in an ECG is going to represent what? This is our last page here. Last couple questions. 60 questions. Wonderful. Thanks. No problem. Thank you for being here. Seriously, I hope to see you in more live streams. Thank you guys so much for being here. Number 57, the T wave is going to represent ventricular repolarization. Repolarization is going to show the recovery of the ventricles after they contract. Number 58, stroke volume is what? We talked about cardiac output and how stroke volume attributes to it, but what exactly is it? I kind of mentioned it, but what exactly is it here in this question? A, B, C, or D? We're also almost at 26,000 likes. That is insane, guys. That is insane. Number 58, the answer is B. It is the volume of blood ejected by a ventricle per beat. Number 59, true or false? The P to Q interval represents the time from atrial depolarization to ventricular depolarization. Make sure I said this right. Just because depolarization and repolarization can get confused. But the PQ interval represents the time from atrial depolarization to ventricular depolarization. This is true. This shows that the conduction time from the SA node through the AV node to the ventricles, essentially. Last question. The pathway of the electrical conduction in the heart is what? Which one is the correct pathway for number 60? Last question here, everybody. And while you guys are answering this last question, I'm going to put out my schedule for the next week. I'm going to put it in there, but it'll say you can tap on my profile and it'll say live event scheduled. You can click on that, hit register, and it'll send you a notification when I go live. It's Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday next week. Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday are all at 4:30 p.m. EST. Friday will be at 2:30 p.m. EST, and I would like to do more live streams, essentially. So if I do have some extra time, if I have tutoring, so basically I do these after my tutoring sessions. But afterwards, if I don't have any tutoring sessions on a particular day, I might do a couple more live streams on one of these days as well. They won't be announced or anything. It's just kind of if I get some extra time, I'll do them. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Seriously, like I mentioned here, A&P notes on my website. You can tap on my profile to see how to get those if you need some extra help. Number 60, the answer is B. The SA node fires to the AV node, to the bundle of his, and then out through the Purkinje fibers and whatnot. This is awesome. Thanks. Yeah, this is awesome. I love doing these live streams. It's the favorite part of my day. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Remember, my notes are on my website. You can tap on my profile. I also give out these questions to the TikTok sub-community. How you do that is you tap on my profile, and then you go to, it'll say it'll have in my bio, there's the little star, and it'll say subscription. And then once you join that, just send me a DM. I'm late again. Oh no, I'm so sorry. We live on Monday. Our next live is on Monday. Glad I found you struggling in A&P2 this semester. Yeah, we do. We do A&P2 every Tuesday. And then the rest of the week is kind of a mix. So like we did a little bit of both of AMP1 and AMP2 today, but there's going to be a mix of that the rest of the week. But all of Tuesdays, all AMP2. Any quick questions here as well? What time is it? Where am I? Currently for me, it is about 3:30ish. I'm Eastern Standard Time. So this will be Eastern Standard Time. But if you go on my profile, I think it does say, I didn't schedule it in TikTok yet, but it'll say like live event scheduled, and it should say your time on that. But you can also, there's a notification bell. You can tap on that and you can get notified when I do go live. But yeah, was there any quick questions here before I get going? Any other quick questions? Anything like that? Tyler, what is the best anatomy book to buy as a sonography student? Are you talking about like textbook? Yeah, textbook. So I know that I think it's called the I'm trying to remember. I think it's literally called like diagnostic sonography. I think that's like what most people use. I always say the best textbook is the one that your class uses because that's what your professors are going to teach from. But more sonography specific, I believe it is literally just called diagnostic sonography. I know it has a bunch of images in it. I personally don't have it. That's just I'm not a sonography person, but that's what I've heard. Any other quick questions before I get going? Again, I'll be live again on Monday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All my notes are on my website. You can tap on my profile to see how you can get those. They're digital download. They're all my notes. I got an A in anatomy and physiology. I got 100% on my final exam. Basically, my profile here on TikTok has previews of that. All the videos have them kind of in the background. So if you ever need like a little preview of what they look like, all my videos essentially show that. But I love anatomy and physiology. I have my master's degree in molecular medicine, and I've been tutoring it for 5.5 years now. I absolutely love it. I just got my TEAS result, 76.6. That's awesome. Congrats, Jazz. Congrats. Always did. Summer and Bosby popping for this one. I love that. Any other quick questions before I get going? But if there aren't any other questions, I'm going to get going. We almost hit 30,000 likes today. That is insane. That was 224 there. Oh my. Thanks a lot. We appreciate it. Yeah, thank you as well. Thank you. You guys have been super helpful. Awesome. I don't teach microbiology. I do sprinkle in some microbiology occasionally, but I will potentially do some more microbio content. I don't know if it'd be more helpful if I made like a second profile to do like microbio and farm, or if everyone wants this on the same one, just to separate them a little more in case make it a little easier searchable. But I am going to start posting on YouTube more, so lectures. So if you need a lecture, let me put this down here because I want to make this pretty clear. If you want a lecture, give me a specific topic. Be specific. And you can do that through this here, Service Plus. If you are specific, I will know what to teach you. But yeah, use that if you want to see, if you want it for A&P, microbiology, silent filament theory. Yes, I do that. Send it here as well. Yeah, this would be good for medical term. So I also do medical terminology on here as well, Jules. We do that occasionally here too. I'll include some next weekend. But you can also send some suggestions or next week and whatnot. I'll be doing some of that stuff as well. Any specific topic for a lecture, just let me know that you want a lecture on YouTube. I will make it. I promise I will make it. I want to start posting more YouTube videos and whatnot. So thank you guys. I am going to get going, but we just hit 30,000. Thank you guys for, I saw we were like 1,000 likes away. So those of you who did hit that like button, do I have a city guide? to biology. I don't have it out yet. I do have notes, but I'll put them out soon. I'll put those out soon. But I do have to get going, guys. Thank you guys so much. Love you guys, seriously, for 30,000. Thank you for the gift, Orin. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Like I mentioned, you go to if you want to get these questions, it's basically the blank copy. It'll have the answer key at the end for you to print out. You go to my profile, and it's the little star with the subscription button. Once you join there, study your notes on bio. I have a few up. Basically, if you go to the website and you go to the study guides, it'll have general biology in there. I don't have too many up right now, I believe, so I don't have too much up. I haven't put them up yet. I need to, though. I need to get on that. And whatnot. But, yeah. All right, guys, have a great weekend. I will hopefully see you all on Monday or in a future live stream. Thank you all so much. Have a fantastic weekend. Thank you guys so much for today.